Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain you how should you prepare your resume. First of all, there are some instructions which we are going to read. In this section, you will learn what to include on your resume. Your resume should include content that correctly describes you. It is important to do a good job presenting your information and take the time to list your accomplishments, skills, and abilities that best matches that job you want. Remember, a recruiter or an employer may only spend 10 to 30 seconds scanning through resume to decide which resume to look at more closely and which to set aside. Here are 7 sections to consider when you are writing a resume. When you are going for a cabin crew interview, ensure that you follow these steps because it is very essential for all of you to understand that recruiter only spends around hardly 6 seconds in a cabin crew recruitment event. 30 seconds are more than enough for them to just decide overall performance about you. So let's get started and see what are the things to be included in your resume. First is personal information. You should mention your personal information is all about whatever you wanted to include your all the information about your date of birth, your height, weight, your address, email address, passport number, your name, your full name, each and everything you can mention in this. Second comes education. First of all, make sure that whatever recent education what you have completed in recent year, you should mention that the highest qualification you should mention, not about your 10th, 12th. For example, if you have completed your graduation, ensure that you mention that you have completed your bachelor degree in XYZ. If you have completed your 12th standard, ensure that you mention that your highest education is HSC, which is 12th standard. Third comes your work experience. Ensure that you mention the recent experience which you are working currently or which you have worked in past. Usually it should be like you should mention the recent experience first, and second you can mention your previous experience, and third is like where you started working from previously. Fourth is you can mention responsibilities. So you can mention you can mention some points like 3 to 4 points. What was your responsibilities over there? You can mention what skills you have. You can mention accomplishment if you have any, and you can mention what was the result of that. If you don't want to mention all this in your cabin crew recruitment event, you can also say when it is being asked to you, or you can mention while describing about yourself or introducing about yourself. Fifth point, which is not required. Sixth point, voluntary experience, which is again not required. Seventh is optional additional headings. So I think all these 5, 6, and 7 points are not required basically. I think you should always mention your resume in this format if you're going for any of the recruitment process. But ensure that for all cabin crews, you should hardly mention few details about you. They don't want very lengthy resumes to be, added because they don't have much time. And ensure that you don't mention any place any photograph over there because they are separately photographs if they need it. So ensure that you don't mention all this. Ensure that you keep your information very simple, precise, and for them it should be very eye catchy. If it is mentioned cabin crew, if you're applying for this role, ensure you mention responsibilities of your prior experience or skills accomplishment. You should always mention what you should always mention and say it in your interview. That's all about. If you wanted to know more about how to create a resume as per application tracking system, because most of the airline Previously they were not using application tracking system, but nowadays most of the airlines, due to high volume of application, they have started using application tracking system. And there are some keywords which are used in the application tracking system. So ensure that you create a resume as per the application tracking system. Ensure that there is no grammatical mistake. It should be as per the keywords. It should be very simple and precise. Your heading for font, everything should be very correct. So this is how they want, your cabin crew recruitment CV. I ensure that if you are someone who is more talented and wanted to know more about this, you can always follow my cabin crew coach on Instagram, and you can also check my coaching program which I have designed for all the aspiring cabin crews. And if you feel that you want to know more about how to craft a perfect CV for your upcoming cabin crew recruitment event, you can always contact me. I am ready to help you. And yes, if you feel that you wanted to know a little bit more about cabin crew recruitment process of any airline, or what format CV you want, or what are the etiquettes, and what are some of the more informations if you're looking for, kindly do contact me. Thank you so much and looking forward for your response. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.